Hi there, my name is Denise Passioni. I'm a sales representative with your condo club. Thanks so much for registering with us to get some information on Galleria on the Park. We are super pumped about this project hitting market. We are going to have all the details you need by September 10th, which is next week. So I just wanted to go through some of the information just about the community as a whole, tell you a little bit more in depth about why we think this is a good investment opportunity, and give you some details on the timeline of release so that you know what to expect and are able to take full advantage of our unit allocations and first access opportunity. For those of you that don't want to watch the video, we do have a sample floor plan package which we can share with you now. Because of the confidential nature of the release, we aren't able to just email blast it out to you. So if you want to reply to this email with just one word that says floor plans, I'll make sure that we send everything over to you. And then we can hop on a quick call if you want to get some approximation on pricing and things like that so we can help you figure out what's a good fit. So we'll get started here on this really quick presentation. This is a shot looking north of the full master plan community. There is going to be 8 residential towers in total. The portion of this shot that you see is the green space there is the 8-acre green park, which is going to be part of the community. This is a site overview, obviously. This here is going to be Dufferin Street running north and south, and then this here is going to be DuPont Street. So you can see that the site is located at the southwest corner of DuPont and Dufferin, which is the old site of the Galleria Mall. So that site's going to be coming down. This is showing here all the residential towers. So upon completion of the whole community, you're going to be looking at 3,000 units coming to market. The yellow towers there are showing the first phase release. So what we are going to be working on selling in the floor plans we have are in this north tower that I just did a terrible job of circling there, is going to be fronting along the DuPont side. Hopefully the next tower will roll out upon the sellout of that first tower, and that's obviously the other yellow one there that's just adjacent to it. So the orange area that is located along the base of these buildings is the retail component. Retail really does help pull communities together. It's going to be providing a lot of amenities and conveniences, obviously, for the residents in the area. There's going to be 3,000 square feet in total, so quite a big residential component to the community. So one of my favorite features about this development is the 8-acre community park. Toronto West, or like this northwest quadrant of the central area, does have a shortage of green space. So this 8-acre park is so needed in the community, and I think it's just such a beautiful amenity for the residents, whether those are your renters or your end users, to be able to use. One of the really cool aspects of the park is that there's going to be a BMX biking area, there's going to be a skate park, there's going to be an outdoor ice skating rink, as well as some trail features and things like that. So I think something for everyone in the green space. The purple area that you see highlighted is a 95,000 square foot community center. This is just such a huge benefit for this development. This is going to be one of the largest community centers in the Toronto core. It will have a daycare in it. So think about the convenience of that for the residents of this community. You'll literally be able to drop your kid off there before you go to work and pop them out and pick them up on your way home from work without really having to do any additional commuting. I think also, as we all know, that daycares are in major shortage in and around the Toronto core. So, huge benefit for the residents of this area. In addition to that, there's going to be, a dance center, there's swimming pools, there's community sports, there's a community kitchen. So just a really beautiful space to pull the community together. So this here just showing the transit that's outlining the site. Transit is always one of the most major considerations that our investors look at when deciding what is a great spot for investment. You can see here this purple line is showing you the bus line along DuPont. This red line here is the bus along Dufferin. It is a very walkable, I'd say 7-minute walk to the Dufferin subway line there. So I know when it's cold, not as convenient, but in the summer and fall and spring months, very, very doable, quick walk. Also up here, this is the St. Clair line. And then just actually under where my bubble is for the video is outlining the Up Express, which gets you to Pearson within about 10 to 15 minutes, only making one other stop, so it's an express, as well as can take you express into Union. So if you do work in the core, very efficient way to get in and out of that area. These slides here we're going to include in the link below in this email so you can take a look at them a little bit more closely. But what they demonstrate is just the increased appreciation of master planned communities versus typical condominiums in a number of areas in and around Toronto. So you'll see that these communities are able to achieve much higher sales prices and over time have grown substantially more than condominiums in that area. So one of the other most important factors right now to consider when you're looking at investments is the development team behind the building. So we have two very strong developers bringing this project to fruition. One is Elad Canada. Elad is the developer of Emerald City, which is an award-winning master plan community in the North York area in Toronto. They have multiple projects completed in and around the Montreal area, as well as actually worldwide. And then Freed Developments has been building for over 25 years. They are best known for revitalizing King Street. They've brought and completed over 9,000 units to market. You know, the Thompson Hotels being one of them, as well as the recently completed Art Shop condominium. So we believe this is a very strong development team. You know, the quality will be there. Okay, so this is one of the most important slides. It runs through the release timeline. So as of today, we do have a sample floor plan package as part of our first access that we're able to share with you ahead of everybody else. As I mentioned, this is something that's exclusive for those first access clients. So we're not able to e-blast it out. Please reply to this email just using the word floor plans and we will send it over to you, as well as with an opportunity to set a quick phone chat with us if you want to get an idea of pricing so that you're really clear on what to expect and able to act quickly when we have those details on the 10th. So a little later this week on the 6th, we will be sending out an email that will have a link that you can book your private appointment for the preview. The preview dates will run between 12 and 6 on the 11th and 12th. Those will be the only opportunities to come in and check out the scale model and go through those details in person. So please don't wait to book those. It's going to be very, very busy those 2 days. September 10th is going to be the official date where we will have the full floor plan package as well as all the details on the incentives and the pricing. We will be sure to share that with you electronically. We'll also be available, obviously, to answer any questions that you may have, and you will have another opportunity there if space allows to book appointments to come in for that preview on the 11th and 12th. As of the 10th, we will be reserving units from the allocations that we have on the first come, first served basis for signing beginning on Saturday the 14th. So as I was mentioning before, it is going to be a really quick turnaround time. So please let us know if there's anything that we can do in advance to get your questions answered and make sure you have all the details that you need prior to that date. Thanks so much for listening. As always, let us know if you have any questions. You can reply to the email or shoot me a text message at 416-732-4373. Talk to you soon.